All right, you caught me. The hair, this. I'm trying to look like that before this review came up, but it's the best I could do in short notice. At least I'm trying. Dumb and Dumber 2. I love the way that's spelled. There's just nothing else after it. So Dumb and Dumber 2 is a sequel, finally, to Dumb and Dumber 20 years later. 20 years for us and 20 years for them. I love it when it works out like that. In Dumb and Dumber 2, Lloyd's been catatonic for like 20 years. You saw this in the trailer. Harry comes and visits him, and then Lloyd's like, got ya! It's all been a joke, but Harry has a daughter he didn't know about, and so they go on this road trip to go see her, and then now Shenanigans. Another Dumb and Dumber road trip shenanigan movie. And I give this movie credit while also backing up and going, well, you people are gonna have a complaint about it. I imagine people will be like, it's copying the first movie, and to a point it is, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, even after 20 years. Now, getting right into it, Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels, they kill it together. These two have absurdly great chemistry. They have great comedic timing. I don't naturally see Jeff Daniels as a comedic actor, especially not that physical comedy that Jim Carrey's known for. But he keeps up. Will McAvoy, ladies and gentlemen, he's gone for this. It's not only great to see them on screen together again, but it's great to see Jim Carrey back at doing what he's great at. I mean, Jim Carrey as a comedic actor, that's what made him known. It's how we all know who he is today. It didn't feel old. He certainly didn't look rusty at it. It was great. I describe it as, imagine old Jim Kirk sitting in the captain's chair of the Enterprise again. He's like, yeah, I remember that shit. And he feels that power. That's Jim Carrey in this movie. Now, Dumb and Dumber is a nostalgic cult classic to a lot of people, so they're gonna compare this movie to that. And nostalgia is a funny thing. It makes you love something, but it makes you love it so much that anything that comes after is just automatically not as good. And it's tough for a movie like this to compete with something like that. The thing that put the franchise on the map is the thing that's actually kind of hard for the sequel to break through. But I gotta say, this movie had me in tears on more than a few occasions. And in watching the first movie right before I saw the second movie, I was able to just go springboard from one to the other so I can be like, okay, how are they? Is it like they're rusty? Is it like they're really old dudes trying to be their young selves? Or is it just seamless and you go right into it? I felt it was pretty seamless. Because we don't want to be Kingdom of the Crystal Skull on this one. We don't want to be reminded 100 times over that they're old guys now. Other than a couple references to them being old, for the most part, they're just like, yeah, we're just mentally young and we're just doing our young guy physical comedy shit that we did in the first movie that you all loved us for. Even the fart jokes I laughed at. I never laugh at fart jokes. I always consider them the lowest common denominator. Like the writer's like, we got to make someone chuckle. No one's laughed because there haven't been fart jokes. It's not always guaranteed laugh. In fact, I never laugh at that shit. This movie, I laughed at them. What can I say? The movie had a couple of weak spots. I mean, Harry's daughter, the one that they're trying to go find, ultimately she's pretty simple. I don't mean simple as like she's Harry's daughter, which she is. They're just like, we need a hot chick to act ditzy. Boom, done. Really, any model could have filled her shoes. I mean, she is hot for sure. You can probably find me quoted in the new Facebook post tomorrow titled Jeremy proves all men are pigs. But for now, hell, this girl, yeah. But really, she didn't contribute much to the comedy in the movie, but I really don't want everyone to have to contribute to the comedy in the movie. Harry and Lloyd need to make me laugh. Everyone else, I mean, if they make me laugh, that's a nice bonus. And I don't know what it is about third acts in comedies, but usually they're the weakest part of most comedies. Examples like Ted with the Giovanni Ribisi thing is just something that's so different than the rest of the movie, and I kind of attribute it as the strength in a comedy is the path getting to the end, not the actual achieving the end itself. It's like rock climbing. Going on the adventure is like, oh yeah, that's the cool part. And then you plateau and you're like, oh, it's not that exciting anymore. That plateau feeling is kind of the third act of this comedy and a lot of other comedies I've seen. In the end, Dumb and Dumber 2 was what I wanted Dumb and Dumber 2 to be, but it was funnier than what I thought it could be. Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey, they're magic. It's great to see that they haven't lost it. It's great to see them play to their strengths. It's great to see Jim Carrey back in that role. I will certainly say Dumb and Dumber 2 is a really good time, no alcohol required. Apparently, I just like really dumb humor sometimes. So Dumb and Dumber 2, have you seen it? What did you think about it? And nostalgia aside, how did you feel it compared to the first movie? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.